Yes, so in 2019, when I was in Tokyo with my brother and girlfriend, we couldn't help but talk about how there were so many little mom and pop stores and little like cafes and little breakfast places where there was just one in one place, not chains. Over here, there's you want to go to the cafe, you go to Starbucks. You want to go to the bookstore, you go to Barnes and Noble. Not the case in Tokyo. The variety of different places, this it might just be books, but there's like 10 different options and they each have their own flavor. I think the problem is that Amazon and other large corporations have done a lot of damage in this country, which makes it difficult to get that really fun variety that we enjoyed in Tokyo. One example, this store in Shimokitazawa that had just a room full of little cubbies, little square boxes, about literally this big. And uh, we saw them together. We checked them out, but every box just next to each other, row after row, was full of maybe like 5 to 20 pieces of art by one artist. And each box was dedicated to that artist. And you could spend like an hour going through this one room, just peering into these boxes and immersing yourself in a world in each box, and
Right?
then going to the next box and exploring that. It was super cool. And
I was feeling the same thing when we were there. Like that each box, it's like the size, like your head can just go into it and you're like immersed in that world, and everything outside of that box just melts away and you're just in that person's world. And like a lot of these boxes had their own thing going on, their own
flavor,
atmosphere.
yeah,
And that
totally
was like,
distinct. Oh, it's
wow,
amazing.
cool.
I
A nice
Yeah, I
idea.
guess. Yeah, totally. I think if I were going to tie it all together, it would just be that in Tokyo, there seems to be a lot of support for small companies and growing artists. And I want to see more of that.
Yeah, I hear you. Thanks, man.